Hello and welcome to my migraine channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to stop a migraine in its tracks. It's very critical to catch a migraine in the early stages if you want to stop it dead on. So the most important thing to do is to watch for those early symptoms. In order to know that a migraine is coming, you have to be aware of what are the symptoms. And they can vary depending on what type of migraine you're having. If you're having a migraine that is impacted by the neck, or impacted by stress, or impacted by liver, there's a lot of different things that impact your headaches. And you need to know what the early warning signs are. The early warning signs are telling us that the central nervous system is low on resources. So you're getting a migraine because your brain is low on oxygen, hydration, glucose, or minerals, or a combination of those. And when your brain and central nervous system get low on these, then the blood vessels swell up and the nervous system says, pain, 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 send resources. So all we have to do to get you well is to send the resources to the central nervous system in time before those swollen blood vessels impact the brain and cause additional swelling, which takes time to get rid of. So we're going to stop it before it really gets a hold of you. So you're getting a migraine because you notice you're sluggish, you feel tired and you can't focus, or you're yawning a lot, you need to stretch a bunch, you're rubbing your face, and you just know my neck hurts, something's happening, I'm going to get a migraine. That's the time where you're going to stop, drop, roll, and smile. That is my method to help you remember how to get rid of a migraine when it first starts. All you have to remember is stop, drop, roll, and smile. Now, stop is the most important thing because what's happening when you're out of resources is your brain does not have the resources it needs in order to function right. So if you just keep working through that migraine and you keep typing away on the computer or working on your phone or exercising or doing whatever you're doing during that migraine, if you keep doing that and you don't stop, you're burning up more resources. It's like driving a race car down the tracks with no oil. It is going to cause some damage and it's going to hurt. And that's what's going to happen if you don't stop what you're doing immediately and start replenishing with what I call superhydration. Superhydration is things like coconut water, watermelon juice, fresh oranges, or tropical fruit juice, because these things in their natural state have a very nice hydrating balance. They have minerals and glucose fructose that converts to glucose that we need, that our brain is just screaming for. See, your brain uses up 60% at least of your glucose that you ingest. So your body eats food, it turns that into energy, which is glucose, and your brain uses most of it, uses way over 50%. So when you don't replenish that with more hydrating fruit juices or coconut water or some kind of food to give you that fuel, if you get low, your brain is out of fuel. So the first thing you're going to do is stop and superhydrate. Get those right kind of drinks because water is often not enough to get us hydrated. And if you're really low on these resources, you're going to need up to a liter of hydration because you have a liter of cerebral spinal fluid flowing through your brain and your spinal column. And if it gets low, then you could be, needing at least a whole liter just to start replenishing what you're low on. So that's number one, stop and hydrate. Number two, I call drop, drop, drop. Okay, it's really important. Drop, drop, drop. Drop your jaw because this is where we hold a lot of tension. The tightness here impinges on the circulation going to our central nervous system. So you're going to drop your jaw. And one of my favorite ways to drop the jaw is to hold it. Just try this right now. Just try it. You're not on camera. No one's looking at you going like this. Just it feels so nourishing. You do that for 3 minutes and I promise you'll start to feel better. And the second thing is you're going to drop your awareness into your body. You're going to start to become present and stop this wheel spinning so fast and out of control that the nervous system is just on this hyper edge. We don't want that. We want the nervous system to start to relax. You're going to relax the jaw. You're going to bring your awareness into your body and you're going to bring your breath into your belly, meaning you're going to do diaphragmatic breathing. deep, slow diaphragmatic breathing. Drop, drop, drop. That is going to help promote more oxygen flow to your brain, because when the body is in a state of fight or flight, then tension develops and blood is directed away from the brain to the muscles so that you can fight or flee. So your brain isn't getting more resources if you're in stress mode or if you're having pain, because pain sends us into fight or flight. So by doing these three things, drop and dropping your awareness and dropping your breath, you are communicating to your autonomic nervous system that all is well. The autonomic nervous system is the one that directs where the blood is going in your body. So you need to drop, drop, drop to tell your nervous system, hey, everything's okay. We're not going to fight. We're not going to flee. And you can send those resources right up to the central nervous system. Okay, that's drop. The third one is roll. We got stop, drop, and roll. What does roll mean? Well, roll means that you have to move the spine around. It's really critical to move the spine, because when you move the spine, you are pumping spinal fluid up and cooling off the brain and nourishing the brain. So as you do things like moving this shoulder towards this hip and this shoulder towards this hip, you move your hips and your shoulder and you go back and forth, you twist around, you jump up and down, you do shaking and swinging your arms, you start moving your spine, rolling it around, doing some stretches. That helps pump more spinal fluid. And it also helps get nourishment to all the nerves up and down the spine. It'll help start your shoulders relaxing, your neck relaxing. I promise you guys have got to try this. It really does help stop a migraine. Stop, drop, roll, and smile. And the other thing you can do while you're rolling is make sure to roll your shoulders back and keep your posture really aligned, because we tend to do all of this all day long. And that is tightening up the pectorals, drawing on these muscles. And all we have to do to relieve some of that tension is roll the shoulders back. You can roll them this way, you can roll them this way. And so you roll side to side, roll front to back, keep your posture nice and aligned, and you're good to go. That's going to help a lot. And the last one is to smile. Now, how many of you feel like smiling when you're starting to get a migraine? No, right? We don't feel like smiling when we're starting to get a migraine. We feel the opposite. But what happens is when you smile and you feel good, you feel gratitude for something, anything. When you do that, what you're doing is you're communicating again to the autonomic nervous system. Guess what? Autonomic nervous system, everything is okay. We're not going to fight. We're not going to flee. Everything is okay. As a matter of fact, we're going to smile and allow the serotonin to wash over our body, which cancels out some of the cortisol that's been flowing through the system. We don't want cortisol flowing because that communicates fight or flight. We want serotonin flowing because that communicates, all is well. So smiling is a critical part. You could stop and drop, 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 and roll, roll, roll. And if you don't smile, you're not completing the whole cycle. So if you really want to get rid of that migraine that's coming on, stop, drop, roll, and smile that migraine away. It really does work. And I have so many people that will testify to that. And you can find my testimonials about stop, drop, roll, and smile on my website, on the links down below. Everyone who's tried it has successfully stopped a migraine. And we're talking about in 15, 20 minutes, no more migraine that's coming on. Now, if you get a migraine and you're in full on migraine, you can use stop, drop, roll, and smile to limit how long you have that, to shorten the duration of the migraine. Once the swelling gets to a certain point, it takes longer to make that go away. But stop, drop, roll, and smile will reduce the duration of your migraine. So you can still use it. Thanks for watching. I have lots of resources for you I have one main goal. There's one goal with this channel, and that is to get you well and get you well from migraines. So stay tuned. Let's keep in touch, and we'll see you in the next video.